Hey, what's going on, everybody? Chris Meaney here of FTN, checking in with a few prize picks to consider for tonight's MLB All-Star Game. Let's head over to PrizePicks.com and see what they have to offer. Of course, they have the fantasy score there, and then they have this single stat DFS. I'm going to stay away from the fantasy score. I like the strikeouts, and I like the hits plus walks here this evening. You see Shohei Ohtani and Max Scherzer, the only pitchers with a strikeout prop at 2. I'm going to stay away from both of those guys. I think Ohtani has a clearer path to strikeouts. I think the National League, the lineup is a little softer. They got some great players coming off the bench here. I think they'll hang around in this game, but I'd stay away from those two. We had Corbin Burns at 1 strikeout earlier on Mean Streets. That seems to be off the board. If he pops up again, I would take the over on 1. I think we could see him pitch 2 innings potentially, but I see Carlos Rodon also a candidate for 2 innings here, but even if he goes 1, I think it's fine. He's at 1 strikeout, and then Freddie Peralta's at 1 strikeout as well. I mean, you could make the case that Rodon could be starting in this All-Star game. I think Shohei Ohtani getting the ball for the American League, I think is the right call. I mean, he's setting the world on fire. What he's doing is so cool. He's going to lead off and he's going to pitch. It's amazing. But for Rodon, his strikeouts have been there for him all year. He's really having a career season. 13K per 9 is the 3rd best mark in all of baseball. He's got a 36.1 strikeout percentage, is the 4th best mark in all of baseball. As I mentioned, he could go 2 innings. If he gives up a hit, he's most likely going to see three batters. But if he gives up a hit, walks a guy, then he could see 4 or 5, another opportunity for a strikeout. I think he gets there. And listen, these guys who have this kind of pedigree, the swing and miss stuff, they're in it to get the strikeouts that they want, right? They're going to be throwing heat. They know they're only going to get 1 inning, maybe max 2. So I'm totally in on Rodon getting that strikeout. And then for Freddie Peralta, I mean, his numbers are pretty much right on par with Carlos Rodon. I mean, he's got a 12.4K per 9, which is the 6th best mark. 35K percentage is the 6th best mark as well. So 36.1, 35. These guys are an elite strikeout pitchers, so I like both of them. And same sort of deal, Peralta, swing and miss stuff, potentially could get 2 at-bats, probably, or 2 innings, probably just the 1, but 2 strikeouts is certainly doable. When we get the 1, we get the push. But I like getting these guys involved in my pick entry. And then Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and Fernando Tatis Jr., you see both of these guys hits plus walks. There's only 8 options here, but a lot of these guys are near the top of the lineup, and that's my thinking here. Fernando Tatis Jr. is going to lead off for the National League. Yeah, he's going to get Ohtani early, and Ohtani has been great, 87K in 67 innings. He checks in with 3.49 ERA, but he's issued 35 walks, a 4.70 walks per 9. So that's been Ohtani's knock. That's it. I mean, he's had a phenomenal season. He struggles with command, and usually it's early, right away. And yesterday we saw a little bit of nerves from him, even though he picked it up and he had some home runs. It's a big stage. It's a big moment for Shohei. I'm sure he'll bring the heat. But for Fernando Tatis Jr., I mean, he's got a double-digit walk rate. He's hitting 286, 11.5 walk percentage. So he's going to get 2 at-bats leading off. It's possible he gets 3. He's arguably the face of baseball, and the same can be said for Vladimir Guerrero Jr., hitting near the top of the order in the American League as well. So both of these guys are going to get opportunities. Fernando Tatis could potentially get 3 at-bats for the NL, but we know he's going to get 2, so he just has to really get on base here, a hit or a walk, and the same for Vlad, another guy with a double-digit walk percentage here, and he's had success against Max Scherzer. He faced him once. I'm not into too much of the batter versus pitcher statistics, but I mean, it's fresh. It happened this year. Vlad had a 3 home run game against Max Scherzer, and the Nationals, actually 2 of the 3 came against Scherzer, but he took him deep twice, and it was in tiny Dunedin, but even still, this is kind of in tiny Coors Field, the best hitters ballpark in the game. So it's a friendly environment for Vlad and for Fernando Tatis Jr., a hit or a walk. I think that's a great option to take advantage over at PrizePicks.com. If you're looking for more free content, head on over to FTNDaily.com. We have free PrizePicks content every single day. Click the chat link up at the top. It'll get you in our free PrizePicks Discord channel where there are even more picks to consider because you can mix and match across all the sports that you love. The Open happening this weekend and Major League Baseball, the second half, will resume here soon. And the NBA Finals Game 4 is happening tomorrow. So lots of content over at FTNDaily.com and a lot of fun over at PrizePicks.com as well. It's simply just over or under on a player's fantasy score or their single DFS prop. So just to recap here, Vlad, Tatis over 0.5 hits plus walks, Carlos Rodon, and Freddie Peralta. To get a strikeout here would give us the push, but to get 2, I like both here. To get 2, if it's just one pitcher, it would be Carlos Rodon. I'm Chris Meaney. Any questions, hit me up. I'll circle back here in the YouTube video before first pitch this evening, just in case we get that Corbin Burnes strikeout prop surface on PrizePicks.com before first pitch. Have a good one.